Hey everyone, it's Bound here, back with another video. This time we're going to be checking out Buddy's Challenge the First. There's quite a few videos in this series, so I'll be doing each and every one of these jump maps, assuming I can complete them. If I can't, then I'll probably just make a video about like each section of the map. I'm not super committed to like wasting all of my time trying to beat these maps right now. Maybe later, if I wanted to start like trying to speed run them, that might be kind of fun. But for the time being, I'm kind of just taking a look at them and trying to profile them on this channel. So this is Buddy's Challenge number 1, and we will go through a lot of the other ones in this series as well. I think there's like 9. So yeah, looking forward to that. You'll see here that there was just a few different jumps that you could start off with here at the start, going up along this wall. There's a couple of crouch shenanigans there afterwards, and you kind of have to jump down along the wall here on Forge World and go along these different rocks here. Just some jump tactics, ensuring you don't fall, or else you will have to go back to the very start. One of the great things about these Buddies Challenges levels is that they have checkpoints. There's a bunch of different teleporters that you can use to make sure that you come back to that section of the map. So you'll see here that there's this box here. You can knock it over, and then you can teleport there. You'll see here that my buddy just does that. Here he's going to knock it over so that we can get back to this spot and not have to go through that first jumping section all over again. This next section here, there's a couple of these, what do you call them? Barricades? I don't know. Where you got to jump across. They're a bit awkward to jump on, so you just got to be a little cautious, but jump across and it's not too much trouble. And then you're jumping onto one there and quickly jumping into this man cannon, sending it all the way over to this waterfall here where we've got another jump section off of this one-way door. So just some pretty standard crouch jumps that you jump back and forth on here, and then you get up to this section where you can kind of just jump up the wall. Nothing too crazy yet, all pretty standard jumps. And on into this man cannon. And headed out over here, you'll go off a couple of one-way doors and then into this grav lift. All you gotta do here really is just hold forward, nothing too crazy. Couple of more platforms to parkour along. Obviously don't want to fall. We're going way back to before those grav lifts. And next we're on to the mongoose section. This one you got to go through a little mongoose obstacle course and then jump to the next section. Pretty quick if you can get it right, but a little bit difficult. You can see here you got to go across some of those platforms like Mario, where you're going across where there's spaces, and then coming out around here you can see there's a couple of jumps that you've got to hit. A little bit difficult because sometimes the mongoose in Halo Reach likes to go like too far forwards and then you end up on your face. Especially in this last jump. This last jump is a little bit inconsistent, but you'll see here I do nail it, and you got to go through this Return to Battlefield section and on to the next part. Not too difficult. And now we're on to an upgrade. We're going from the mongoose to its big brother, the warthog, and going through a warthog section. In this, you got to go through a couple of jumps. And then there is this section here, which is sort of like, slidey. You got to sort of slide along. You can see here, Buddy falls off the edge pretty fast there. And then you come along this sort of S-shaped dragon-looking platform and onto this part where you got to sort of slowly fall down. And you can bounce off this one-way door if you're going a little too fast. And then on to the last part of the platform where you're just going to ramp over. Make sure you have enough speed. Just went to the very back there. And boom. And be careful not to go off the edge there. That would be a bit of a pain. And then ramp just straight to the finish here. Of course, just make sure I have enough speed. And voila. Cool. And then you've just got to get out of the warthog and go underneath this one-way door. You'll see that I do that here. You can just crouch right underneath it. And there you go. Great, and then we can knock that over. We're out to the next checkpoint. Teleport there now if we screw up. And next you got to jump up all these rocks along the, what do you call this? Forge World Island? I don't know. There's a name for it, I'm sure. I forget. It's been too long. I haven't played Halo Reach since like it came out, really. I'm just coming back to it now. But yeah, platform along these rocks. On here, I think you can just walk across. You don't actually want to jump. You jump, you'll probably fall. So you just kind of go along there and then jump up these rocks. Nice and easy. And boom, up to the next grassy section. And you've got to sort of find this rock on the side here and then do a little bit of a curved jump. There you go. And then to this next section, you just got to fall off of this side, walk along this, and jump back up. And here's just like a little bit of a crouch maze. There's certain parts that you can't get through because it's too far down vertically. You just kind of go around in there until eventually you'll find the right spot, big enough holes. And here we just jump into this little section here, up onto this rock, and following the rocks all the way to the top of this mountain here. Don't want to fall here. Sucks to go back to the beginning. There you go. One jump there in the middle. I think you just walk the rest of this, or do I jump? No, you got to jump that as well. And then pretty easy from here, jump up onto this rock and hit this grav lift. Always a bit scary when you go to grav lifts. You never know where they're going to send you. But here, yeah, you just go right on up, and there's the next checkpoint there. Perfect. And then this is like a slide jump sort of thing. You gotta do the same as in Darkest Warriors map, where you're, as soon as you hit the bottom of it, you're uncrouching and jumping at the same time. And if you do it right, you should be able to land on the next platform without too much trouble. It will definitely take you a few tries. And then just some more platforming here on these jumps, jumping along these sort of diamond-shaped or triangle-shaped platforms. You want to be careful not to go too far because you'll slide off the edge. So you just want to land on the back of them to be careful. And here, jumping through some of these platforms that are in the water, it's a bit tough to see, and your vision gets restricted when you jump on them. So you just want to be, careful to remember where everything is when you're jumping through that section. And then there you go, onto another man cannon, and on to the final section here, our final checkpoint. Knock that over, and move into this little building here. You'll see that I actually die there. There's a bunch of kill barriers here. There's a whole bunch of them in this section, so you gotta be careful to not hit those, and jump up this like Inception room where everything's a little bit, diagonal as opposed to, upside up. So you've got to find your way around this little jumping contraption. Once you find it through this little maze, you get up onto this section, you just crouch along here, and be sure to jump on the very last part of it, otherwise you will fall off like Buddy did just there, and boom, that's it. You'll see the oddball just below me there, and fall down, pick that up, and end the game. And thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to see more of these types of videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be uploading these every Friday, and I'll have other videos Monday and Wednesday as well. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.